This is the GoTRAX Fusion Basic. It is a tiny little electric scooter, and you know, it's got a whole bunch of things going for it, but I'm not a very small person. So what I've done is I've engaged the services of somebody else to basically do a full review of the GoTRAX Fusion. And this guest is a mystery guest. You want to find out who it is? You have to wait all the way to the end of the video. And if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe. Well, it was a beautiful day here in Victoria, British Columbia. We decided we'd go through the city and travel through the park. I hopped on my little electric skateboard and followed around with my GoPro raring to go. I'll put a link to the equipment that I used to film this, and I'm always delighted with how beautiful Victoria is to film in. The GoTRAX Fusion Basic electric scooter does have a pair of 8.5-inch solid tires with a double shock absorption at the back, and you know what? That actually seemed to basically look after most of the bumps that the rider was going through. I was pretty surprised myself. I did take it out for a spin, and I was quite surprised at how bouncy it was. It was quite comfortable to ride along. The unit does have a 300-watt motor at the back and a 36-volt 5.8 amp hour battery inside, so it's pretty light. Comes in with a weight of about 14 kilos, which is just under 22-24 pounds, that sort of range. Does have a brake at the back as well, just a little mechanical disc brake. Also has a little headlight, rear tail lights, and a cute little bell too to sort of announce your arrival as you're riding around and you know, want to let pedestrians know that you're coming through. The advertised maximum range is about 22 kilometers, approximately 15 miles, 14 miles, about there. Now, of course, that's with ideal temperature, ideal wind, and a light rider. And so, you know, I would tend to go a little bit lighter than that, a little bit, I would probably, you know, if you're comfortable saying, you know, 10 miles or, you know, 9 miles, then you should be fine with something like this. And it does have a top speed around 28 kilometers an hour, so it was pretty quick at the top end. I know that on this particular day we were driving a little bit more cautiously, and that's going to be explained a little bit later on in this video. Who's this?
All we know is he's called the Stig.
I'm not the Stig.
You're not she's not the Stig. This is in fact Tim's Electric.
Mrs. Tim's Electric.
Mrs. Tim's Electric.
Otherwise known as Dr. Tim's Electric.
Oh, I like that. Dr. Tim's Electric. High five on that. Alrighty, so we've kitted you out with, if anybody is new to the channel, poor old Melissa had a horrible accident about, what, almost a year and a half, 2 years ago on an electric scooter, and she broke her wrist. So as a result, she's got wrist guards on, she's clothed top to bottom, and she's got a monster DOT approved helmet. That must
I like
fun.
this a lot, actually.
Was it good?
I know this is about the GoTRAX, but this is great.
So
look at this visor.
It pops up. Yeah.
Yeah, so it keeps the sun out of your eyes too.
Oh,
and the bugs.
And the bugs, because there were a few bugs as we were riding around.
We should review this too.
We absolutely should.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll put a link to this down in the description down below.
Okay, back to the GoTRAX.
But the GoTRAX.
I love the GoTRAX. You know what I liked about it? A couple
me.
of things. I really like the handlebars. These rubber grips, they just feel so nice in your hands. And then I really like the tires.
Solid tires, 8.5 inches, just FYI.
Well, solid tires are nice because you're not going to get a flat, but they felt like, we thought they were inflatable tires because they were so smooth. Like, that was the crazy bit. The suspension was really nice. It was a really smooth ride. And then what I liked was the accelerator here. It was easy to maneuver, but then it didn't, you know, I really don't like a scooter that it takes off too fast for me.
Yeah, like that jarring.
Yeah, it's too scary. This was not scary. It had that smooth acceleration, so I really like that about it. I like the deck because it's a rubber deck, and so I felt like I gripped to it. I wasn't going to fall off it. I like that it's close to the ground. As somebody who's had a wicked accident, it's easy for me to step off of it.
Tell me, can you pick it up?
Yeah, it was easy. I took it down the stairs, but I lift. So, but I could,
she lifts.
So I could take it up and down the stairs, no problem, in our apartment. It isn't light. There are lighter light scooters. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I think it's about 28 pounds. No, about 31 pounds. And you've had, like, for example, the U-Scooter.
It's lighter.
The Booster V, and that's about 24, 25 pounds, so that's lighter. What did you think of the performance, though? So you were in sport mode for a while and also in economy mode. What was your...
I honestly could not tell the difference.
Because you weren't going hard anyway.
Yeah, I didn't get going that fast.
points at this usually where I would say it's big guy approved, but it's really not. It's not designed for big guys. It's a little scooter, but is it Dr. Electric approved?
You know what? I thought it would be really great scooter for riding around town. Is it good for wet?
It's got an okay IP rating. Yeah, I mean, and it's got a nice grippy deck, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I like the grippy deck and the grippy handlebars.
And also like
And it's got a nice little bell.
And the mud guards, you're gonna keep dry.
Yeah, I thought it'd be great for riding around the city, like a city like Victoria where we live. Great little commuter scooter if you're just in the city.
It's got a max weight of about 225 pounds.
So I'm good then.
So you're definitely good. I'm less good. Although I did take it out for a spin, and you know, the 36 volt, it's a bit anemic for me. Was it okay going up and down some of the hills? And
yeah, it was fine. We didn't check the hill of death, but I think it would have taken me up at no problem. And I'm a thick girl, so.
Thick.
Yeah, I'm not the
between
tiniest
the ears.
girl. Like I'm not like our daughter. You know.
That's true. This is very true.
She is anemic.
She's tiny. Well, thank you very much for helping me with the review.
It was fun.
It was fun. It's, you know, it's kind of fun for me is to see you out and about on an electric scooter. So I got a real kick out of that. We've been riding around by the ocean.
I stay on the bikes now.
What's that?
I'm like Michael. I like to stay on the bikes.
Yeah,
now.
like Michael, our main cameraman. He always likes to be on the e-bikes too. Also had an accident on an electric scooter. Also not riding around as much anymore. Anywho, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like down below. Thanks again, Dr. Electric.
I think we could do better than this.